last time.
That's the one he really wants.
That's the one he really wants. And again, if he is able to come out on top, it's going to be the three-piece. It will be the spring split, followed by the summer split, and the J Cup championship. He will be the only player in Naraka history to walk away. Yeah,
we've never had any one particular, either player in solos or team in trios, that has been able to put together in the same year both championships of MEPL and J-Cup. That is absolutely insane. But now we're going to get to see that advantage that you talked about when we were headed in to the second half of the day. Frostifus, having started out, is now going to be in the first phase. Will get the ability to pick his hero first of all, and it's going to be so interesting to see what he decides to do with that.
Here we go. We're going to see the triple hottie being locked across. Oh, UG's Pandaman is bringing it back. Tarka G, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage in phase 1 pick.
He did say that if he felt like he had a good game on his first Tarka, he would double pick. And the man is true to his word, as AOW's Mike playing for sustain, playing for survivability. Going to be running that Z-Ping GG shot with the tumult. We've got two testers now coming through from J-Team's Action and O and Zell. No surprises there. This is a pick and hero that Zell has been very comfortable with all the way through J-Cup, and that means Takeda is potentially there for 2-5, but he doesn't pick it instead. We get a Wu-Chen!
We get a Wu-Chen, ladies and gentlemen, coming in from Wang Liang, and the Matari being locked in by DRG Zakuma.
We did say
it was
gonna be crazy. We said we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know who's gonna walk away with the trophy. Some weird stuff is gonna happen. And that is exactly what happens. And here's the thing, it's game number 6. These players have no reason to hold anything back. This is where we see the strategies that they've been holding on to the entire run of J-Cup. This is where we see the strategies they held on to for the entirety of pre-finals, because they knew there was enough downtime. There was a whole week between pre-finals and today for coaches to be able to counter-strat.
I love this. Game 6, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting ready to go down right now. We're about to crown our J-Cup Solos champion. We've got Wu-Chen in the building. We've got Matari in the building. We've got Tarka G in the building. We've got a stadium full of some of the most incredible fans in the building as we get ready to take it home.
Let me see that Wu-Chen V2. Let me see that Wu-Chen V2 so you can hit confirm into weapon swap. I know you've got it in you. I really want to see it. I am so excited, Rune, because these players, they're not going to know about these picks. It's so exciting. We're going to see all the incidents. Wang Liang, XCG, Wu-Chen V2. He's going to be looking for that Swapperoonie. Yeah, it is indeed going to be quite literally the Swapperoonie of the ultimate into the Swapperoonie of the weapon loadout.
I love it, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be something special. If you've never seen it on the pro stage, you're able to bait out the golden F of your opponent. You hit him with the V2 Swapperoonie into the hit confirm. They'll follow up with something like a staff with the weapon swap into a greatsword, and you send somebody packing.
This is going to be so exciting, especially if he decides to take it into the realm of Yang, where you don't have to worry about the terrain goofing over any of the conversion after that hit. Confirmation. All of these players coming in, the surprise strategies now fully revealed, the aces up the sleeves now fully played out on the table. All we have to play out now, Rune, is the last game of the day. Where are these players going to be dropping? Who's going to be able to get their hands on those Fireflies? AOW's Mike with that Z-Ping, playing as conservatively and far away from all of these other players as possible. Crucially, he is not dropping to try and scrap over Fireflies. He is dropping where he knows no player is going to be, because no Fireflies are around.
Yeah, and look at this. Gifted by the Naraka gods with some loot right off the back immediately. Blue shield, blue longsword. This is exactly where Mike wants to be. Unfortunately, it's T225 coming in and is looking to make sure Mike has a bad day here. Mike going to be off to a good start into the fight, though, but T225 going to find the carousel into the grapple. Re-juggle here. Mike, no place to go. The pistol shot follow-up. The F1 being invested here by Mike. Mike able to find the armor swap. The parry coming through, but he's not going to be able to find the follow-up. 225 coming in with the jump parry cancel into AOW's Mike. Mike looking for the blue off the back of the katana, will not find it. He's going to go in, find that armor with just a little bit of a tick on it, but it's not going to be enough. T225 looking for the scale rush. He's not able to find it. The F1 being reinvested by AOW's Mike. He's at 60%. He needs 10% more rage, ladies and gentlemen, but he's about to go airborne. He needs to get this elimination. There it is. T225 sends AOW's Mike back to the Soul Altar.
Leaves the Soul Bloom as well. He's going to be planning to go into that realm of Yang. Mike, unfortunately, having to go back to the Soul Altar, like Rune has said, by trying to play conservatively and as safely as possible. He put himself right into the crosshairs of danger. The Spider coming in, looking to try and find that conversion into the uppercut with the katana to swap into something like the dual blades, forcing the Xu Sheng into utilizing that F2 a little bit earlier than the Hardy wants. There it is, Spider with the back pocket, showing that he has those dual blades. Xu Sheng having to just keep himself out of this fight for as long as possible. 7 more seconds, and the F2 is going to be cycling back into cooldown. Both of these players vying for the spot to be able to control all of the money therein and roll for those soldiers of destiny. The Xu Sheng is taking so much damage. Spider locking down the fight, knowing that the Hardy is going to be low and looking to disengage. Commits the Tumultuous ultimate. Xu Sheng caught against the wall. Going to go into the wind wall, into the wisp. Has to go through the wind wall, losing so much of the stamina, getting the scare. Spider, unfortunately, choosing the wrong door, had a 50-50 on where Xu Sheng was going to pick the angle to try and scare us away from. Rules the dice. Doesn't manage to call what it's going to land on, and as a result, he's going to be able to live another day. Mike now putting himself off of the Soul Altar into Celestra. On that Z-Ping will have the ultimate, but it looks, Rune, like he has a bounty on his head. Someone is chasing this Zip. Someone is not going to allow him to slip away quietly and play for that late game.
This is exactly what J-Team's Action needs. He needs Mike to be eliminated from this lobby, and he will be able to climb his way up if he can find a victory in this game. T225 in the exact same situation. Xu Sheng able to lock down DRG's Akuma, coming in with the re-grapple. The terrain actually going to come through and cut him out at the feet here. Akuma will live to fight another day just because we're going to see the teleport being invested by Matari. Akuma going for the grapple to get away, but Xu Sheng not willing to give up on this elimination, is going to keep the chase going. Xu Sheng is still within spitting distance of taking it all here, ladies and gentlemen. He has to find as many eliminations as he can. WBG Spider coming in for the third party, going to keep the pressure up onto DRG's Akuma. So will 521's Unique coming in from behind, and DRG's Akuma continuing to utilize that fan movement here, those scale rushes to get away. The teleport coming through the retrace. It looks like Spider still on the heels of them, not going to allow Akuma to get away. AOW's Mike caught out in the mix here. This is not where Mike wants to be. These players know he's the only Zip in the lobby, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to make him a very, very juicy target going forward. Mike needs to be very careful about showing his hand.
Yeah, but he put himself into Celestra. He knows even if he gets spotted, because of the way that Celestra is laid out for a Z-Ping, it is the perfect playground. You lose sight of that Zip for a singular second, she's gone. With the wind, Xu Sheng might be gone. With the Akuma finding the backstab, the Matari ultimate going to be coming through. Xu Sheng slipping away into the buildings to be able to break out of that Matari potential follow-up. And yet again, we're going to see Celestra coming into play with just the amount of buildings, the closeness of the space, how easy these players with their movement prowess are able to convert into those scale rushes, into those so clean disengagements, which a lot of the time, in fact, last year in the J-Cup, the disengagement actually really separated and decided the victor, and placements of those players higher up on the leaderboard. And you can see that all of these players, even when they're talking in interviews and kind of giving suggestions on what you should do when you're coming into Naraka and wanting to improve, they don't say learn your combos, they don't say learn your hero matchups, they say learn your movement, because they understand how important it is, not just to win the 1v1s, but to survive when someone else shows up in that isolated engagement. As Wang Liang now on that Wu Chen, utilizing those blades to be able to get a little bit of shield reset as well as movement to put himself onto that rooftop. Having been chased by JDD's Xu Sheng, does have the V2, doesn't want to commit the ultimate, swaps over to the pulsar to be able to find that scale rush. As we hear the sound cue, Realm of Yang soon to spawn on up. I want that Wu Chen to go through, and I want it so badly.
Oh my goodness, as we come back to it, Wu Chen here on XCG's Wang Liang, continuing to trade blows with JDG's Chu Zhang. Nowhere near a Realm of Yang. Wang Liang wants to pick up this elimination. He's got Chu Zhang low. He's into the white armor here. He's going to go ahead and invest all three of those Fs to get the armor back. Chu Zhang going to be forced to use his F as well. The follow-up coming in from Wang Liang as Chu Zhang continues to take damage here. Chu Zhang going to feel forced to go back towards the edge of the zone. The zone not quite going to fully collapse onto him here, but he's continuing to be dogged down by XCG's Wang Liang in the background. He's going to feel so forced that he has to use the ultimate. He wants to try to position Wang Liang into the zone, but he's not going to get it here. The slide going to be a little too slow for Wang Liang to get the escape here. Chu Zhang might have found the weakness coming in here onto Wang Liang. Wang Liang pushing back towards the zone. He goes for the swap. Rooney, he misses the opportunity because the movement coming in from the hottie is a little too much. Ladies and gentlemen, Wang Liang forced to back away here, but Chu Zhang not able to get the read and find the follow-up. He's able to find the R&B conversion off of the staff. Chu Zhang forced to burn the F2 yet again, and these players will find the full reset as we head to our Realm of Yang. It's going to be DRG's Akuma versus OUG's Pandaman, GG's Shaw versus ELD's Frostabus.
Yeah, take a look at the weapon loadout real quick as well on Wang Liang. That is staff into pole sword. He is looking for that V2 conversion into the weapon swap, as Wang Liang is going to continue to keep this pressure up onto JDG Xu Sheng. The blades coming on through. 1, 2, attempted the uppercut, forcing Hardy into utilizing that F2. As Wang Liang not allowing JDG Xu Sheng right of passage through Celestra. Xu Sheng, however, with the skirmish, able to catch up to Wang Liang, overholding on the focus to be able to carry himself out into the open for that Wu Chen to be able to put his movement into a different building entirely and find the reset, as it looks like Zell's coming under fire from J-Team's Action. The Tesla ultimate connecting onto Action. The dual habits carrying through the V3, going to be popping on out, and Action finds the uppercut conversion into grab a bump into R&B on the halberds. Both of these Teslas without that get out of jail free card, but Action a lot further away from it in comparison to Zell, who's going to be approaching that next throw out. Tessa, one of our heroes, who only needs 55% of that ultimate to be able to throw it through. ELD's Frostabus, in the meantime, will be able to pick up his win inside the realm of Yang. 1 kill, and surely Vermilion Birdsmite as DRG's Akuma going to be picking himself up. Mystic Might there. We see the Tesla ultimate being invested to stop the third party from KLA's T25, who has been stopped in his track, has to interact with the Soul Altar, but still manages, after picking up the urn, to pick up the kill onto Zal, and now he's looking for a second onto J-Team's Action. Action with the R&B, connecting onto T25, T25 with the parry, turning it around onto the Tesla. Action and full disengagement, utilizing the horizontal movement to put himself into the trees and try and carry himself out of this fight as quickly as possible. Will have the ultimate 4% before he's able to throw it out again, but he's able to put himself on top of Ballista Tower and just move away before KLA C25 is able to jump on top of him. All of these buildings allowing Action to be able to find that skill rush and keep himself out of the fight for as long as possible. T25 now holding in with that purple, looking to try and connect onto Action as he drops down from that ceiling. Action just holding with the skill rush. T25 going to utilize the Tumult ultimate to isolate the fight, stop the Tesla from disengaging. Throws in the Wisp, looking to connect onto Action, who's in the middle. T25 now going on the outside of the Tumult wall so that the Tesla cannot chase and take advantage. Comes back in with the staff, finds the conversion into the gold. T25 picks up another kill, and not only that, puts himself from 4th into 3rd.
Oh my goodness, T25 coming in. It's such a shame to see Action go out that way. Oh my goodness, Unique picking up a GG shot, but WBT Spider immediately turning the fight around with a parry back on to Unique. Ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look here at the stats, oh my goodness, there's still a chance for KLA's T225 to win.
Mike and Action are both out.
Yeah.
T225 just needs a couple more points and he walks away with the trophy.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, DRG's Akuma coming through onto JDG Chuzhang. Chuzhang trying to keep the game alive with a 3% chance to walk away the champion here. It's still doable. He's going to end the ultimate early there, maintaining a huge chunk of rage. ELD's Frostivus looking to come in and keep the hunt up here. This is going to be his second game on Tahati, looking to hunt down Akuma. Chuzhang going to find the full reset and able to come in as we go back to the replays here. WBG Spider Mike put into the corner here. This is where Mike's career could possibly be ended, and it's by WBG Spider, his best friend, and griefing him out here. Mike just trying to keep it alive here with the staff movement. Spider able to catch the uppercut and sends him out of the lobby. If Mike does not walk away with the championship, you can bet there's going to be words.
There's definitely going to be words between those two. As you said, they are thick as thieves when it comes to their interactions. 2-5, 2 kills, just having to play for survival and late game at the moment. All of these other players in Celestra. The thing is, for T225, he's on 42.7. Mike is on 48.6, and JTeam's Action 43.6. If he plays too conservatively and passively, he risks this lobby being so aggressive that those potential kills, those points that are necessary for him to overtake the players ahead of him, are unfortunately reduced to numbers so low that he's mathematically not able to walk away with the trophy, even if he picks up MVP as one of the last players surviving. As we are going to see our second Realm of Yang starting to spawn on up. Mystic Might now available. Vermilion Bird's Might only available in the first iteration of those realms. Spider, with the bounty on his head, going to be playing very wide away from all of the players around him. All of these players just prioritizing that survival, wanting to hold themselves in Celestra for as long as possible. And it means that Realm of Yang entrance directly south of it is probably going to see a whole amount of players clustered around the entrance. KLA's 2-5, ELD's Frostivus, 521's Unique, all currently circling to try to get into that portal. WBG Spider also now deciding that he wants a piece of that pie. 521's Unique deciding to see, okay, maybe I'm going to go to a different part of the map. Maybe I'm going to play for survival a little bit longer as DRG's Akuma decides, you know what, 4 players sounds like a pretty nice number to contest, and joins the fray as well. No one really wanting, however, to commit anything until those portals spawn on up. A lot of tumultuous in the area. Those wisps could be so detrimental if someone gets caught out when they try and go through that gateway.
T225 here really needs to find his way into the Realm of Yang, and he's going to, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be DRG's Akuma versus KLA's T225. He needs every single elimination that he can find on the board. He had no choice but to come into this Realm of Yang if he wants to walk away the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Temi coming in, looking to lock it down. Akuma going to take the first hit here. The fan LMB coming out, clips it for just a little more damage. The jumping parry from KLA's T225. The teleport coming in from Akuma, looking for the R&B off of the fan. He will find it. Akuma, no place to go. Akuma has yet to utilize the ultimate here, but T225 has got the lockdown. The Wisp going to be coming in. He's able to get the rain parry. And ladies and gentlemen, DRG's Akuma goes down, and KLA's T225 comes out on top.
Another kill picked up. Another point converted. WBG Spider with the uppercut conversion onto Frostivus with the nunchucks. Chasing after Stolford also coming into play. Frostivus able to find the parry. Spider having to utilize the F to be able to break away. Going to throw the ultimate, but Frostivus continues to chase down and will be able to find the kill with that legendary damage from that spear. But
my goodness.
This rune, these kills, as flashy as they are, unfortunately, in the face of the point differential between both Frostivus and Spider, they do not matter. They are not going to be able to close the distance and walk away with that trophy. T2-5 is currently the player, the only player, I do believe, who has an opportunity to be able to make and bridge that distance and walk away with that win, with that trophy. This is a player who said when he was coming into the interviews, he was not happy with his performance. He knew that he could perform better. He was not happy that he only just managed to break into J-Cup, especially after how dominant a hold he had with his debut last year. This is a player who has had a year of experience learning about the players around him, learning how to improve, learning how to counter, learning how to play the macro. This is a player who has jumped in one game from 4th to 2nd and now stands on the absolute edge of being able to walk away into that first spot.
So I hate to disagree with you, Moxie, you know this, but I've got to disagree with you about your point when it comes to WBG Spider and ELD's Frostivus and these kills not really mattering for them, because every position these players are able to climb up in this final game not only means more money, it means more prestige, and especially when it comes to ELD's Frostivus, he is representing not just NA, but also SEA. He is a cross-region representative, the first cross-region champion. For him to be able to climb up here from the bottom 6 into top 6 would be absolutely massive for him.
This is a fight going on that's nowhere near T225. That's the worst thing that could possibly happen. T225 needs to be able to find these kills, cannot allow anyone else to start walking away with wins in this lobby. He has to play aggressively, he has to play proactively, but Frostivus, Spider, and Akuma are all currently in this area, and T225 is not on the map. Akuma is about to go down, and T225 is not here to be able to chime in and potentially snipe away that kill. WBG Spider continuing relentlessly to hound on to DRG's Akuma. He has the Yang depletion. He needs to be able to find this kill within the next 2 minutes, otherwise he's going to be knocked out of this lobby and see his hopes of Jacob and any chance of being able to climb above Pandaman go down in flames around him, as he's going to keep putting this pressure. 1 minute and 56 seconds. Unfortunately for him, this area is absolutely abysmal for these players to be able to lock down those isolated 1v1s with the amount of terrain that is there for the Skirmish. KLA's T225 with that Mystic Might, tracking down JDD Xu Sheng, looking to find another kill. The Skirmish on that fan coming on through. Xu Sheng having to take cover behind that rock and heal up that blue armor. KLA T225 trying to figure out whether or not it's worth sticking in this fight. It's so far outside of everyone else's area that it's just not worth it.
Yeah, as we cut back here, we're going to see DRG's Akuma just getting a blitz through here by WBG Spider, trying to keep the game alive for himself here. But as a Soul Matari in the lobby, it's going to be hard. ELD's Frostivus looking to come in and snake the kill out from underneath WBG Spider. Like we said, every single elimination here matters so much for both of these players. Spider coming in, he's able to find him on the edge of the ultimate. He's able to find the re-whiff. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. WBG Spider will pick it up. ELD's Frostivus now looking to turn on it, but T225 crucially shows up, and he needs to stay in the fight, Moxie, if he wants to be able to walk away the champion. Every single kill that goes away that he's not a part of is the championship slowly slipping away from him.
I mean, you saw how desperate he got, right? He has a bow in the back pocket, but he looks for the Skirmish entrance with the nunchucks, which will do more damage because he wants to get that kill as quickly as possible before Spider is able to take it away from him. He is denied that kill, but crucially, he has been able to find where the rest of these players in the lobby are. So if another fight breaks out, he's going to be in the area to be able to play, to come in and grab out some of those kills, hiding the legendary katana in his back pocket, hiding one of those blue fans, playing with that purple, playing with the ability to come in with the RMB or LMB to convert either into a fast kill steal or space control, as he takes a little bit too much damage. KLA T225 knows he is a mulch. A lot of these players around him are potentially going to be hardies looking to play when that zone collapses to come in with the ultimate to knock all of these players out of the way. T225, he has enough kills currently that he just wants to make sure that he makes it to actually have that kill multiplier come properly into play and pick himself up as much points as possible. He's also going to use that Morris Blessing to bait some of these players into taking those fights, and one of those players is going to be Xu Sheng. Spider also showing on up. Who got the legendary armor? It was Spider. Spider walks away. KLA T225 picks the purple armor up. The Spider left behind. Frostivus takes the kill though. T225 denied, and suddenly he has to take a fight against Spider. The Timo shots are being invested. T225 about to lose the dream of Jacob. He's gonna go down. Potentially, he has to slip away. No! He gets picked up by 5-2-1's Unique.
I take it back. WBG Spider and AOW's Mike not about to have bad words anymore, Moxie, because Spider may have griefed Mike out of the lobby, ladies and gentlemen, but Spider comes in and says, hey, you know what? You're my best friend. I can't let it go down like that. He picks up the elimination on T225. I got to give it to T225, though. This is a player so many people counted out, and he's going to be walking away in second place, Moxie. AOW's Mike, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be your champion for this year's versus Jacob. What a game.
Well, we said that we didn't know who was going to pick up the trophy until the zone collapsed. That is a little bit incorrect, Noah, like you said. All of these players left in the lobby, unfortunately not going to be able to, no matter how good a game they have after this. Not going to be able to close up that distance for us now, just playing to show that NA and SEA still have a place in the Naraka esports scene. WBG's Spider taking a lot of damage, going to backtrack over to that purple armor and pick it up for the reset. 3 players left in the lobby. Frostivus now trying to turn onto Spider, pushes him into Unique, who's looking now to grief onto this tumult, seeing that he's incredibly low, gonna stop any potential for that full reset from coming through. Spider wisely kiting the fight over towards Temple to be able to come in with the skirmishes and drop the tumult ultimate directly onto 521's Unique, allowing him to just break away from the fight long enough to get a little bit more of a reset. And 521's Unique, in fact, decides to back on off entirely. Frostivus, in the meanwhile, gonna be backing up onto the high ground, waiting to see whether or not these players commit to the fight. And if he can apply some more of that pressure with the bow, Frostivus incredibly adept with this weapon. In fact, in all of his highlights, a lot of the time we do see, even at things like the base of Ballista Tower, Frostivus on the high ground, coming in with those bow headshots to be able to pick up those kills out of danger.
Yeah, absolutely. These 3 players here are looking to play it out to the very end here. There is money on the line. Unique only needs 0.3 more points to move up into that 10th place position, and that's crucially the final money position, Moxie. So he is still fighting for it. WBG Spider and ELD's Frostivus also. Again, we talked about how important every single elimination is for these guys. So this is going to go to the very final seconds between them. And again, there's a lot on the line for all 3 of these players. Again, 521's Unique. He is very, very close to walking away with a big chunk of change here in Jacob. We also, of course, have WBG Spider, who has not had the performance he's wanted at all today. So this is his last opportunity to really showcase that Spider mentality and come through and have a dominating performance in a game here in Jacob. And again, for ELD's Frostivus, he is a cross-region representative for both SEA, for North America as well. And this game means so much to him. If you've ever sat down and talked with ELD's Frostivus about how passionate he is about this game, he's not just good looking, he's not just a pretty face. This man really cares about the state of Naraka. He is so passionate about how much he enjoys this game. So for him, every single fight he's going to be taking here in these next couple of moments means so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's also his first J-Cup too. So we have so much still to see from him. He's an incredibly young talent. He's still sort of figuring out his position inside the J-Cup, and also all of these other regions coming through with all of their separate identities. Frostivus has done so much. Just seeing how he interacts with all of the other players inside the practice room, like, it was an absolute joy to see. Players from MBPL would be sitting down, they would be zero banning Frostivus, one of them would lose, instantly another MBPL player would just hop into that same scene and be like, it's my turn, I want to figure out how to beat this guy. Everyone came together to try and figure out how to take this guy down, and if that isn't a statement to how strong a player Frostivus is, I don't know what is.
Well, not only is it a statement to how strong a player Frostivus is, this is something we've noticed being here this year. This year is very special, not only because it's the first LAN as well, but this is really the first time we've seen players from all the regions opening up, sharing tech with one another, excited to play with each other, and that's such a huge thing. It's a marvelous milestone for us here at Naraka to see these regions really coming together and just looking to compete as the best they possibly can.
I mean, speaking about the best, you just saw Mike on screen, but 521's Unique is the one currently in danger. Has to utilize that hardy F2 into ultimate. Gonna just use every single movement ability in the book to get himself onto the high ground and out of the way of both Frostivus and Spider. Spider coming in with bow shots on the right side, knowing that the hardy has run off to there. The second that this ultimate drops on out, these 2 players are going to be on this hardy, and they're not going to let him go. 521's Unique, unfortunately not even able to close up the distance onto one of them so that he can put them into a place that they take so much damage that he buys himself a disengagement. Just charging up with that staff, threatening the overhold on the vertical. Now we're going to see these players start to pressure him, knowing that the zone's about to push Unique out of that position of the high ground onto the low ground where he's going to be a lot more vulnerable. Stormstrike making it a little bit harder for them to fully find the commitment, and in fact it looks like, yeah, they've been a little bit impatient. WBG Spider's pushed into the end of that zone by Frostivus with the fan, has to utilize the skirmish off of the cliffs to put himself back onto the high ground, and as a result, Frostivus and Spider take a 1v1. They allow 5-2-1 Unique the full reset.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to come down. 5-2-1's Unique coming in, trying to deny WBG Spider the reset he's looking for, where Frostivus feeling forced to invest the F2 just to get away from the fight. WBG Spider looking for the R&B off of the fan, will find it onto Frostivus, but Unique coming in will find the R&B charged off of the staff into the conversion, up into the air. Now Frostivus trying to turn it over onto 5-2-1's Unique, but it is going to be Frostivus being caught out by both the ultimate. The whips coming in to lock him down. Frostivus will be able to find the F2 again, looks for the reset as Spider continues to be pressured by 5-2-1 Unique. Spider going in for the uppercut, gets picked up and sent into the zone. Ladies and gentlemen, 5-2-1 Unique will find the points that he needs to move into 10th place. It's going to be ELT's Frostivus versus 5-2-1's Unique. It's Hottie versus Hottie. Frostivus with the ultimate coming in, trying to take control of this fight. While he has the opportunity, he knocks Unique back into the zone. He's playing gatekeepers, ladies and gentlemen. Frostivus is on 5 eliminations. He goes to 6, and he takes his first MVP of the finals.
He takes the MVP, but no one can take the trophy away from this player.
What does it take to be a champion? Desire, dedication, and determination. Our 2023 J-Cup champion is GZ AOW Mike. Let's hear applause for AOW Mike. Please come to the center of the stage and lift your trophy. This is the time for Naraka Bladepoint, for the MBPL, for J-Cup. This is the 2023 J-Cup champion, AOW Mike.